I'm Bernie Klein. I'm the Chief Executive of Providence Holy Cross Medical Center. I've been in this role for approximately 9 years, and then prior to that, I was the Chief Medical Officer. So I've been with Providence Holy Cross Medical Center for almost 17 years. And I have the distinct pleasure of being here today with Bianca. Bianca, would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Bianca. I work here in the admitting department. I do all registration in the ER and also the admitting outpatient sites. I've been with Providence for approximately 2 years.
Great. Today is July 17th, 2023. The way I got to meet you, Bianca, is through the Walk a Mile program, which was created by Rory Harris Killoff. And the idea was that people in management would shadow or walk in the shoes of our frontline caregivers. And in this case, it was admitting. So I got to spend about an hour with you, I believe, in the admitting trailer, because unfortunately we don't actually have an admitting building, and got to watch you admit a few people. So what is that like for you?
Well, every morning's something different. Some mornings are a little slower. Some mornings are super busy. Out of all the days, that day was slow. So we didn't really have much footwork come into admitting.
But what struck me about that day is the breadth of knowledge you have. So you're dealing with patients and family members who are anxious and stressed in a whole variety of services. And each one seemed to me unique. Is that right?
Yeah. Every patient, I feel, is different. Whether they're just having an MRI for the day or a CT scan, everyone has questions. Since we're the first person they see, they ask us.
As you know, if they have a bad start, then you're in recovery mode the rest of the time. I learned in spending time with you is some of the barriers, some of the challenges, some of the equipment issues, and hopefully we've been able to tackle some of them since then.
Yeah, you were quick. I mentioned the computers and you got them fixed, I think, the next week. We had new ones. So.
I don't know if I can take credit for that. I think your supervisor was already on top of that.
No, but you
it
kind
just
of gave
puts a
that
little
push. They're
I
like,
get
who
it.
said it? Dr. Klein. He said get some new computers, and it was done really fast.
I mean, my role is to reduce your barriers so that you can do what's important, which is taking great care of our patients and their families. The other thing I love is you and many of your colleagues in that department actually grew up in this community.
Oh, yeah. We run into a lot of people. Like this morning, I saw my neighbor.
I would think it's gratifying to care for
Who you grew up
your
with.
neighbors, your
Yeah.
friends, their families.
It is, yeah.
And it shows in the way you treat everybody with such compassion.
Yeah, I don't know. We're the front line, I feel. So it's really important how we start the day off for them. The GI patients, they haven't ate for how long? They're fasting for like 24 hours, I think.
Yeah.
Sometimes they come into the trailer and they're like, oh my gosh, the coffee smells so good. I'm like, I'm sorry.
I know if that was me, I'd be hangry. I'd be like,
Yeah.
get me registered, get me upstairs, get this procedure over because I want to eat now.
Yeah.
How did you decide to take this role? What brought you to Holy Cross?
I worked across the street at the medical plaza, and then I was going to school at West Coast, the RM program, but I took a break.
What do you think motivates you?
I have a son. He's 2 years old. It motivates me a lot. I feel like I should do more for him.
Great. And your family also is in the
Oh,
community?
yeah. Yeah, my parents helped me a lot.
That's great.
Yeah, they helped me the first year of the RM program.
What did I learn from shadowing? I think I got a great appreciation of just how complex it is and how challenging it is. Yeah, I did shadow the ER registration. That one I could actually help out because it was pretty repetitive.
Yeah.
So I could actually do that. And I joked that if they ever had too many patients, I could send them to my office and I would go ahead and register them. Now I'd probably be pretty rusty though. But then I also did shadow folks in the ER.
In the back, right?
Yes, that one's much more challenging too. Similar to your position up at front in the admitting trailer.
Okay, you don't have to say it every time we're in the trailer.